Many people believe the scenarios of multiple perpetrators involved in the Nancy Guthrie case. Some continue to insist that he used a bite light and a walkie-talkie. I believe differently. I prefer to keep it simple. In my opinion, he is the sole perpetrator. A Ted Bundy, Brian Kohlberger, Rex Heuermann, Dennis Rader, Ed Gein, Richard Ramirez, Gary Ridgway, Joseph D'Angelo, Leonard Lake, and Charles Ingwana B. Nobody really wants to fathom this because it's too awful and too gruesome to consider. However, it's been played out numerous times throughout history. Now, we are seeing it with the perpetrator using modern technology. In my opinion, this guy is extremely dangerous. He is someone who is quiet, who can blend in unnoticed, a loner, appears unthreatening, appears harmless, and maybe even friendly. I believe he knew Nancy only in passing. Maybe an Uber driver, a neighbor's relative, the neighbor's gardener, or something like that. He knew Nancy lived in the home alone, and basically that's all he knew. He had not been to Nancy's house before, other than casing the premises, because he didn't know the camera was there. When he walked onto the front porch, he walked straight up to the door, not directly to the camera. He was probably checking to see if he could get in the front door entrance. The hidden camera detector vibrated in his pocket, signaling to him that the camera was there. He attempted to cover the camera with the weeds. He didn't use tape to cover the camera because he wasn't going to take the chance of the tape ripping his gloves. Yes, I believe it was a camera detector in his pocket. An RF signal detector on vibration mode would notify him of any Wi-Fi cameras within the range of the detector. I believe the camera detector he used is a Musikazi hidden camera detector, specifically sold by Walmart. The Musikazi is 5.4 inches long. I don't believe it's a walkie-talkie because he has a flashlight in his mouth. He is not going to remove the flashlight to talk on the walkie-talkie, and he is not going to spread his DNA all over by taking the flashlight out of his mouth. I don't believe it's a signal jammer because the camera continued to work, thus you see the porch video. I believe it's an RF signal detector because he needed to know where the cameras are, even inside the residence. This guy isn't wealthy. He is a Walmart shopper. All of his equipment is low-end. He doesn't have a lot of money to spend on high-end equipment. The Ozark Trail Hiker Backpack 25-liter, $10.88. The Musikazi Hidden Camera Detector, $24.99. The cheap $10 Walmart holster. The O-Light iMini 2 keychain flashlight, $19.99. The FBI should cross-reference Walmart sales, including online sales of the Ozark Trail Hiker backpacks, hidden camera detectors, cheap Walmart holsters, and the O-Light iMini 2 keychain flashlight. Yes, I believe it's an O-Light iMini 2 keychain flashlight that was in his mouth. Many people claim it's a bite light, but a bite light would stick out of his mouth. There is no flashlight protruding from his mouth. The O-Light iMini 2 keychain flashlight is the only flashlight that he can control the light hands-free and can fit in his mouth completely. The full flashlight is 2.17 inches long, but without its base, the part he needs to place in his mouth is 1 inch long. You can listen to my video, Nancy Guthrie, It Is Not a Bite Light, for further information on why I believe this is the flashlight that was used. This crime wasn't for ransom, it wasn't for inheritance, it wasn't a robbery, and it wasn't for revenge. He didn't see or consider Nancy as a person. To him, she was an object and a target of his sick fantasies. Another issue no one is talking about is that he had to have a place to take Nancy. Some place where no one else goes. He didn't abduct Nancy just to bury her in the desert. He had plans for Nancy, plans that suited his sick fantasy. No, this isn't a new idea, and it's horrendous to think of. But this guy is probably already casing a new target. He did it once and has gotten away with it so far. It's a cat and mouse game to him. Now, he is emboldened to see how much better he can do next time. I would love to hear your opinions. Please leave your opinions and comments below this video.